Hello and welcome to another Lightroom quick edit. Today I've got this beautifully simple picture. I'm gonna take it and turn it into a photo like this in, of course, just about 5 minutes. So let me actually get started with editing without actually explaining every slider, since you probably know what these sliders do and stuff. But the main idea for this picture, I took this like 2 years back in the early winter of 2014, or maybe even late 2013. And back then I really didn't know that much about photography and composition and all that stuff, but I stumbled upon this picture lately and I really like it. I really like the look of it, and it immediately reminded me of the Fargo look from the TV show Fargo, which has a very distinctive look to it, and I really love that look. It's a very low contrast, low clarity, and kind of washed out picture look, but I really love it, and I think it works perfectly for this scene. So I am going to do a very light adjustment here actually, because I don't really want to make any colors pop or anything like that I usually do. I really want to go for a little bit of a different look for this photo. So let me just adjust the color slider here, and the thing is, I don't want actually a kind of neutral color. I do not want that. I want a relatively bluish color with maybe a little bit more green tint than what I would usually do, so we really get this cold and very sort of solitude look, so to say. At least in my opinion. Then vibrance, despite I really want to go for a low vibrance kind of feel, because we've brought down the contrast and stuff, we took away too much color, so I'm just gonna raise the vibrance a little bit here. So you see it's a little bit better, but at the end we still have the very neutral look. Then into tonal curve, this is very interesting because, as you surely know, I like to bring that up and I like the look, but it's not what I'm going for today. So let me actually try and bring that down to really make the picture more flat and kind of really enhance that look. Then let me see with the other sliders, as always, what I want to do here. And shadows, I think I might bring down the shadows. So of course, because this is a 5-minute quick edit, I'm not gonna do too much down here, but I really wanted to grab a graduated filter and kind of enhance the lighting scheme to create, of course, more interest. So as you can see clearly, the lighting is coming from the right here, so I'm just gonna amplify that by grabbing a graduated filter, dragging it over the right portion of the sky, or rather the entire picture, and then just bringing up the exposure a little bit, maybe grab another one just for the very top right part, and then even go more into the plus exposure, grab another one and bring it over the left part this time, and really just bring down the exposure here. And a thing that I would suggest you to do if you think that you're done with a picture, just kind of look at it for a while and see if there's anything that's kind of missing or a bit too much or not enough, anything like that. And I think I'm gonna make the overall exposure a little bit brighter. It's a little bit too dark. I'm actually gonna brighten it up quite a lot here. I am going to enable the highlight warning because I do not want anything clipped in this picture. It's a very subtle adjustment, and it's not what I usually do. Actually, let me think, because I've raised the exposure globally, I think we need a little bit more color for the sky. So let me bring down a graduated filter over the entire sky and go a little bit plus saturation, and actually even more plus saturation here. So I think I am done here. Once again, really very subtle adjustment from the starting point to the end, but I really think it works. It's always nice to try out some different looks and some different results. So please let me know in the comments down below if you like these kind of weird editing videos where I don't really explain every single slider and where I'm just kind of playing around with everything, going back to stuff, because I don't really am 100% sure what the looks are going to be. You know, in my regular tutorials I kind of know what the picture is gonna look like at the end, or what I want it to look like, and you know, I really try to keep it as simple as possible. That's why you also don't see me go back to sliders too much, and that's also why I do everything in an order rather than just going to one tool and then to the bottom tool and then to the top tool as I do when I edit it for myself. So let me know in the comments down below if you like that kind of stuff, or if you rather would see the very clear and very structured tutorials. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.